Number one, anything with the brain, you got to get on a gluten-free diet. No wheat, butter, and oats. No fried foods, no exceptions. I don't care if it's organic, olive oil, or coconut oil, no fried foods. No processed meats with nitrates and nitrites, no exceptions. No oils, that means no margarine, mayonnaise, sardines, and cooking oil. You canned fish, it's fine. They got to be packed in water, mustard, tomato sauce, not oil. No oil. No extra virgin olive oil, no coconut oil. Well, Dr. Oz says... Well, he's got precancerous lesions in his cancer. How do I know that? Because he allowed them to televise his colonoscopy exam when they found all those polyps. He was shocked. His polyps look just like anybody else's polyps. When he decomposes, he'll smell bad just like everybody else. Okay, so here we go. The supplements go like this. I'm going to say for a 200-pound person. If it's a 100-pound person, you cut in half. If it's a 300-pound person, you add it by 50%, right? 200-pound person. All of these diseases. 200-pound person. They need 14 to 16 eggs every day. They have to be poached, the yolk soft, soft boiled, the yolk soft. They can be soft scrambled in butter. They cannot be hard boiled. They cannot be cooked in margarine or oil. 14 to 16 eggs every day. I eat 10 eggs a day now. I don't have any of those diseases. Why do I eat it? Because I don't got it. Remember, doctors gave us Alzheimer's disease by telling people to get off of eggs, eat egg beaters, and take statin drugs to lower your cholesterol. No statin drugs. Any doctor who gives you statin drugs, fine, and get away from it. FDA came out in February 2012 and said, warning, 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 Will Robinson. If you take a statin drug every day for 10 years and eat a cholesterol-restricted diet every day for 10 years, that same 10 years, you increase your risk of Alzheimer's disease by 100%, and you increase your risk of type 2 diabetes by 52%. The FDA said that. Any of you get an email from your medical doctor telling you those things? You tell you to cancel your prescription for statin drugs? Fire your doctor if he didn't, because he's going to kill you to meet his bill. No statin drugs. Your cholesterol, normal cholesterol, to prevent these brain things from killing you, should be 200 to 270. 220 to 270 is normal. 220 to 270 is normal. Do not get below 200. I wrote the first paper on that in 1971. Used to hang around with about 25 pathologists. We all go get our continuing education together so we can keep our licenses. They're all dead now except me. But they listened to the clinical MDs and I said no. Oh, okay. That's fine. I just didn't want to offend you.
No.
It was about the time the doctor's going to walk out.
We're safe in this country.
I had to be nice to her. Any rate, cholesterol is your friend. It makes up 75% of your brain weight, particularly in Parkinson's disease, MS, Lou Gehrig's disease, and truly Alzheimer's disease, and Wernicke-Korsakoff disease. These are diseases you must regrow your myelin in your brain. It makes up 75% of your brain weight, but myelin, that white matter in your brain, is 100% cholesterol. How many knew that your brain is 75% by weight cholesterol? 4 of you. 75% of your brain weight is cholesterol. That's the myelin, the white matter in the brain, makes up 75% of your brain weight, and it's 100% cholesterol. To give up cholesterol, take statin drugs, your brain is doomed. I've heard a few people dropping their knees and starting praying now. That's okay. So here we go. I told you what to give up. What you must eat are these eggs every day, 14 to 16 a day. You weigh 300 pounds, you better be eating 20 eggs a day. You weigh 260, you better be eating 20 eggs a day. See, I told you about the one guy in 10 days, he got up and walked out. Got dressed and walked out perfectly normal in the hospice. He was told that he had Alzheimer's disease by the head of the department of neurology, the medical school in North Carolina. 8 years, he went downhill, totally done. Everybody was getting funeral arrangements for him. 10 days time, he got dressed, walked out perfectly normal. I do this thousands of times a year. So here we go. Here's the supplement program. A 200-pound person is need 2 healthy heart and brain plants per month. Additionally to that, they're going to have to buy another bottle of selenium. They're going to have to get 3 bottles of de-stress capsules. They're going to have to get their ORAC points above 100,000 every day. You can do that with 6 of our triple-treat chocolates a day, or 5 Cell Shield RTQ twice a day. They'll be able to take 9 of our selenium a day, 3, 3, and 3. Remember, all that's got to go up. If they weigh 300 pounds or 260, just for 200 pounds. If they weigh 120 or 130, they cut it in half. Okay? Then I also want them to have 12 sport FX a day for 200-pound person. As the DHAs, EPAs, which are the raw materials for your neurons to make neurotransmitters for memory and cognition, problem solving. That's why we're so successful, because we're giving all the raw materials for specific things for the brain to do. I have very good friends who are billionaires in Canada with terminal Parkinson. A guy named David Dietrich. He made all his money by patenting all kinds of farm equipment, quick release and quick coupling hoses, hydraulic and water hoses and things, air pressure hoses. And he used it as end. Weighed 260 pounds, so he got enough for 300 pounds. His wife did exactly as I told him, had the best doctors in the world. 90 days later, he was perfectly normal. He was terminal. You think he's my best friend? So, that covers it. Ask and answer. Next question. Myeloid leukemia. Leukemias are very susceptible to, in other words, you can treat them very, very well with arsenic. Do not buy rat poison. But you can drop your knees and give thanks to the Lord that there's therapeutic levels of arsenic in our product. How much does this person weigh? A little kid or is an adult?
It's a friend of mine's son. He's an adult, probably 200 pounds.
Okay, so he's an adult, weighs 200 pounds. I give him 2 of those healthy heart and brain packs per month. Okay, I'd also give him extra selenium so he can take 9 of those a day. I'd also get I give him 2 extra ounces of the plant minerals, the plant-derived minerals a day. If he wants to, he can use the cherry minerals, a little tastier. But that's where the arsenic is. Read the label, it's in there. Give thanks to the Lord, it's in there. Arsenic is your best friend when you have leukemia. Big studies done by New York University. I usually give this in my cancer presentation. They picked the most aggressive leukemias, and they gave them just arsenic. The control group that didn't get the treatment died in 6 months. Acute promyelocytic leukemia, the most aggressive of all leukemias. They usually kill you within 6 months or a year after diagnosis, no matter what they do. The half that got the arsenic, 25 years later, is still alive. But they won't call it a cure because, if they have a drug and you're still alive 5 years after you're diagnosed, it's a cure. But if it's nutrition, see, we've known that arsenic is an essential nutrient since 1947. There you go. Anybody else?